Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit-Down. So, much like the end of my last video, because me and my friend Britt were watching something, and then we went right into the next part of that thing, I had no wrap-up, and because we went right into the next part, I had no opening for this video, so I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat, and I mean, by we, me and my friend Britt, and you guys, are getting ready to dive in and take a watch of the second episode of Obi Wan Kenobi. Really dug the first episode, as I'm sure you heard me and Britt say. If you want to hear all of our thoughts, see our reactions to episode 1, you can see it right up there. But now we are going to take the old, well, I guess this is present Seaman for me, but future Seaman for the other guy. I don't know. We're going to take me, we're going to throw it back to the other guy. And Britt, let them watch out episode 2, give you all their thoughts, and then of course we'll let you guys talk. So take it away, past Seaman and Brittany. You ready for this episode 2?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hit play and then I'm gonna pause it and try to back it up.
Okay, I'll do the same. Okay, I am at 2 seconds.
Okay, I will tell you when to push play. 3, 2, go.
You know.
I'm not going to skip the recap either. I'll let it play.
No.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'll let it play. Between this and like Stranger Things today, I can't guarantee that I'm going to get work done.
I know. I meant to take a personal, call out for a personal day the other day, and I didn't. I might still do it because I also have, I have tickets. There's a Stranger Things experience in the city.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did a pop. They had a pop up not too long ago that I went to. I don't know if it's the same experience, but
It's probably similar. But they basically, it looks like they turned whatever the place is that they're using into like the mall, and like the different areas you can go into are like different areas of like Stranger Things world. I'm like, I feel like there's got to be some scary shit in there. I'm kind of pumped.
Yeah. While the recap is going on, did you see the marketing that Stranger Things did last night around the world?
Mm-mm.
There was projections on the Empire State Building. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to send a post, and it was literally all around the world of like it opening up, and the marketing team around Stranger Things, whoever Netflix has doing that, is always ridiculous, but we can talk about that at another time.
Yeah, I'm just all I'm gonna say with Stranger Things is like I want Kevin Feige to take notes because we're getting episodes that are over an hour long. We're getting episodes that are longer than full-length movies.
Yeah,
and like that's the type of shit I need if you're gonna build to something like Secret Wars. Like I need to be able to sit down and go, oh, you're gonna give me 90 minutes of television? Awesome.
Yep. I mean, this Obi Wan one was 55.
Yeah,
but this is the second one's 40, which is sad. But
it is. But that's, you know what? I feel like this could be very action packed and like one mission in out.
I love like it's similar to Mando, right? Where it seems like we're gonna get these different worlds, and it's just the vibe is so different.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And starting us off on Tatooine and Alderaan, which are two worlds that we inherently know or have read so much about, and then bringing us to a new world that it seems like we're getting, which is like the underground world. Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're in die, you know. All signals in or out are blocked.
Now I'm sitting here going, all right, what underworld Easter eggs or characters are we gonna hit while we're at this place?
There's just so much, a literal feast for the eyes.
You know Eric Foss is gonna tear this thing apart tomorrow, and I'm gonna sit there and be like, how did you see that?
I know. He's ridiculous.
Like, until they dropped their Thor breakdown, I did not realize that Thor's entire back is tatted, and like the main centerpiece is like a Loki headpiece.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's literally like one frame of the video.
I would love to be like in their room where they're like going frame by frame.
Oh, I love that they're using Tamora to be clones. It's fucking awesome. Like I heard the voice and I was like, no, there's no way Boba Fett
Yeah,
is
that's,
showing up right now.
oh my god.
Oh, I'm so glad that he's back too. Like that connectiveness, man. It just makes you get all excited.
Seeing a clone and then seeing troopers walk by, like a clone begging for, oh, man.
I'm telling you, man, if you guys not watched Clone Wars, you have to watch that cartoon. Like if you think about how this story is just extending right now from like Attack of the Clones all the way through.
She was taken, and she's on this planet.
If she's here, you're never gonna see her again. Nobody leaves this place. I was someone's daughter once, too. Here. That one's free. A couple more of those, and you'll forget she ever existed.
It's like you don't always think about how like the prequel characters are more fleshed out than any other character in Star Wars. Like this feels like a Clone Wars episode right now. Come on.
Spaceport passenger check 83C. Do you read?
Is he like a fake fortune teller? Like
That's what I'm thinking.
right?
Yeah.
Fish to Corellia.
They'll be given safe passage to Corellia.
I love that he's like not
Leaving. You
playing
mind?
like a droid or a special effects character though, because that's what they tend to do with like comedians. I love that he's doing live action. Like it's him.
Thank you for helping us, Haja.
Oh, the Jedi must protect the Round. With your son's abilities, they will come for him.
He used that very small door that Eternals opened up at Disney for him to get right into Star Wars.
Yeah. He is so good in Eternals.
Oh, he was fantastic. I mean, he's always fantastic. I just like that even though he physically transformed himself, he's still the same guy the minute he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a Jedi.
How'd you get in here?
A girl has been kidnapped. I need your help to find her.
I am Haja Estri, Jedi. I help all who are in need. In return, I ask only a few credits. The shadows are my realm, for the light is an unforgiving place for my kind.
Of course. How much?
The girl, another 300 to take you to her.
Goodness, that light is unforgiving.
What do you know of the Force, my friend?
Just that there's a lot of remotes and magnets. You're gonna help me find this girl I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Can I trust you?
Definitely.
Obi Wan Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
He's saying he didn't have the skills anymore. Get out of here.
It's like riding a bike.
Get back to work.
Right.
Yeah, knocking that rust off real quick.
Where's the girl? Leia.
I didn't know the Jedi could bleed. I'm surprised you fell for it.
Well, everybody bleeds.
Ah, he's so good.
Such a badass.
Wait!
Let go of me!
Wait!
Let go! Who are you?
Your father sent me. I'm here to help you.
Natalie Holt, the woman who composed Loki, is the composer on this. I was like, I keep listening to the score and I'm like, who is doing this stuff? I need to know. Natalie Holt, I don't know how between Marvel and Star Wars, they just keep finding all these like huge up and comers and all this like behind the scenes stuff.
I mean, the scores are just as important as anything else, right? For shows like this Game of Thrones, with Ramin Djawadi, like.
It's like we've grown up with the names, right? Like John Williams, and like to watch people like Giacchino or Ludwig, like it's I love it so much. But Natalie Holt is another one of those names where I'm like, I gotta pay attention to everything that she does at this point.
Yeah, I'll be listening to the soundtrack today at work.
Port across the city. We need to make the last transport.
Okay, then let's go.
Wait.
I love her so much.
You've no idea what I'm risking being here, Your Highness.
Secure the city. I will take Kenobi in myself. You are no longer required, sister.
I brought Kenobi here.
Stand down.
I can definitely see her turn on Rupert Friend, but I don't think she flips to the good.
There's some hatred.
Moses Ingram, she is crushing it.
Look at this Revenge of the Sith Obi Wan.
Right? He's such a little baby Obi. I granted it's 10 years more, but it's cool that there's like a long gap between their performances, and there's a long gap in the jump in between time.
Yeah, put this on.
Can I try this one instead?
Half the city is looking for you. Put this on. You don't need those. And the gloves.
It's giving off Endor vibes.
And you're my daughter.
Granddaughter, maybe. I read that Jedi can make things float. Make me float.
What?
I want to float.
No.
Because you can't.
Because if I use the Force, then it'll draw attention to us. How old are you?
10.
You don't sound like you're 10.
She's so precocious.
So precocious. Danny Villeneuve, he's gonna need an Aaliyah, a little like 7-year-old girl with like the wisdom of hundreds of years.
Stay here for now. No noise from that.
She won't make any. She's hurt.
Good. What happened to her anyway?
She was ripped to pieces by kidnappers. She'll be alright though. She's strong.
I let your parents know you're safe.
What is that? Why is there a picture of you?
Father is a very old friend.
I don't believe you.
Leia! No!
Uh-oh. Well, get that parkour.
Yeah, right.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Not time, Obi. Jesus.
Hold on.
Make her float, Obi. Make her float.
No! No!
Yes. For the second time in Star Wars history. Got her.
Are you all right?
You really are a Jedi.
Second instance of Leia floating in the Star Wars world, way more intense than the first one.
Yeah, that one was more earned. Or this one was more earned.
Yeah.
Who are you?
The bounty is on me. Let her go.
Listen carefully. The entire city's locked down. It's done. You need another exit. Have I made a few bad decisions? Sure. Do I feel bad about it? Sometimes. Do I like credits? Yeah. There's more stuff you can buy with credits. You remembered my name. I'm trying to make amends. I got that family safe, and I'm going to do the same for you. Buy you as much time as I can.
Oh my god, the spinning saber. What a way to end. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Ooh.
She's an acrobat.
Where is he?
That wasn't Magnets, was it? I'm not gonna answer it.
I don't need you to.
Give me some lightsaber action. I need a little.
Obi Wan.
Leia, if I don't get back in time, go. I'll be right behind you, I promise. Go.
Yes. Let's go.
I'm just going to take you to me. Lord Vader will be pleased. You didn't know. He's alive, Obi-Wan. Anakin Skywalker is alive.
Oh man, he's gonna have to fight.
Sister, I can stand the reek of your ambition no longer.
I found him. We have him.
And I cannot risk you losing him again.
No.
Oh, she wasted no time.
Holy.
Dude, she is ruthless.
I need to know her backstory.
Right?
Yeah. If she's going to break the news about Anakin to him.
Yeah, I needed to know more. I think she's that youngling in the first episode.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to have a nervous breakdown, kid.
Anakin.
Oh God, he looks so bad. Looks so good.
Man.
Looks so bad.
Oh, I love it so much.
I'm like shaking. Chill.
I told you right at the end of the episode we were gonna get him. Oh man.
Let's go. And then we have to wait a whole week.
Oh, Deborah Chow, I love you so much. I love that she directed all 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, because
That was something-
that literally just felt like a continuation of the first, hour that we watched.
Yeah, that was something Ewan McGregor said in the interview on the live,
Yeah.
or said like it's her vision from start to finish, and you get like that through line, which it's just incredible. I don't even know where it's gonna pick up next week. Like,
but they've got me. I'm still off balance from the amount of Leia that they put into this first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't anticipate the Obi Wan Leia buddy show, but
Yeah.
I'm loving it so much.
And she does so well. Like we said it right. She's so precocious, and she has that like.
Is that?
Oh, like he very reminiscent of Padme, but like this is wild, because a lot of the trailers, right? For the most part, the trailer we got in episode 1, and some of value in episode 2, but like now I have no idea where we're going.
Yeah.
Save Leia, but like what's gonna happen now, and just setting up for this battle between Obi-Wan and Vader.
Yeah, I like to give shout outs where shout outs are deserved. Vivian Lyra Blair. Remember that name, people, because holy shit, is that little girl super talented.
Holy, I mean,
like I love when you get like little kid actors. I've been saying this with Kira Ryan Armstrong, the little girl in Firestarter. She was in American Horror Story last year, and same thing like Leia. Like, you thought she was a little 8-9-year-old full-blown adult. And then Firestarter, she played much more like a kid. And I love that, like, seeing that contrast, you can see at already that age the type of acting skill she has. And this little Vivian Lyra Blair, same thing. And she's doing it in one performance. Like, she's a whole little person, and that creature popped up in front of her, and she straight up just turned into a little 10-year-old girl. She was like, I am scared of an adult. Like,
yeah.
So
like
good.
putting on this act of like she's older than she is. She wants to be older. She wants to, I mean, the difference between her and then like in Tatooine, her brother, who's just like is gonna do what he's told by Owen Lars because we know that's what he does the entire time, up until A New Hope. It's just, and it's so funny to see the relationship that they built even over an episode and a half with Obi-Wan, or an episode, even just an episode with Obi-Wan, like because he spent the past 10 years just observing, to then have to go in and actually deal with a 10-year-old kid, having not probably done so since he took on Anakin, is crazy.
It's one of the things.
And even then he was like, oh, it's good. So go ahead.
It's one of the things like where he has that little bit with her in this one where he kind of snaps at her. And it's like you fell him falling all the way back to that young Obi-Wan who just had no patience for Anakin, even before he had to take care of Anakin, right? Like he was like, why are we pulling this little kid around? And he falls into that right away. And what was nice was to see him catch it right away. And it's like, oh, you know what? Knock off that rust. You can't be that way with a little kid. Like you have to be more compassionate. And like he flips it right away, but like that immediate instinct takes you right back to the things that lead to Anakin becoming Darth Vader. And like kind of seeing Obi-Wan catch himself and try to come down to her level, like that was really fun to watch. And especially like you said, because he watches Luke from afar.
Yeah.
He never has any.
Yeah, he doesn't have that interaction. Yeah. He has no interaction. And you know, any kind of interaction he tries to have, Owen steps in and is like, no. Which is, it's incredible. And I wonder, because there was so much, and based on everything I've read and you know, canon stuff, like Luke knows Obi-Wan as Ben from afar, but doesn't have a ton. I read one Obi-Wan book in which like Ben helped save him from like falling into a pit or something like that with his friends while he was exploring, but not to the level of like they've really gotten to know each other. That's the lore, right? He's some hermit. So I wonder if it's going to be a lot of like we see Luke, but just, you know, as observers, and we're getting so much of like who Leia is as a little kid. I don't know if we're gonna get that as Luke.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, and it would make sense, right? Not to, like, you know, Obi-Wan's whole deal with Luke is I'm an observer. So like, and that's again like one of those things like you're not thinking of when you're going into the show, like, oh yeah, like you're gonna get little Luke, but it's always gonna be from afar. So if you're gonna give any kind of relationship stuff for Obi, it's all him by himself and like caring a ton for this kid and having just these passerby moments. Now, how can you kind of interject that without messing with that? Bring in Leia, and now you kind of get to see what maybe the type of relationship he could have had with Luke if he wasn't so stringent to what he was told to do, right? Like,
they mentioned in the first episode like that he wanted to train him, so he was waiting for this time. I think he was prepared for it in some form or capacity, but like not. I mean, that was taken off the table by Owen. So to then see to see his sister and to, like you just said, to be able to see what kind of relationship he could have had if you know, if the Lars ways weren't getting in the way, put it that way. But it's so good. It's just so good. And then for the third sister to just drop the line about Anakin and like to let him know that to break it to him that he's still alive.
Well, and the fact that like that was one of those things that like you know who Vader is, and you know like his inner circle knows who he is, but I never like got a vibe that people knew he was Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin, yeah.
So it's like, and again, that's why I'm thinking like that opening scene in episode 1, you see that little black girl. If that's Reva, then it would make sense why she would personally know that Anakin is Vader, because she would have seen Anakin when he was, you know, turning.
Yeah.
And Moses Ingram is just conveying that shit into like
She
whatever her PTSD is from that experience, like she is just living that in every moment that she's on screen. Like, and she's turned it into this rage evilness that's just, it's so good. And I like that, like always with Star Wars, right? Balance. Like you have clearly someone on the dark side who's dealt with like a PTSD moment. I like the fact that like first episode we see the dream, you know, Obi has fallout from, you know, Revenge of the Sith, but now even here, now learning that Anakin's alive, a whole different type of trauma is starting to happen. Yeah. I'll be interested to see how much they're willing to dive into that, but no matter how much they do, I like that you have that parallel always, you know, with
always, no matter what. Yeah, and that's why I said I like the glimpse that we got in that we're assuming it's her. I want, because that's what the Inquisitors are, right? They're just force sensitive beings who are hunting other force sensitive beings. But yeah, I want to know more. And like, because she's clearly in with Vader in some instance, in that if she's willing to bring and risk everything, or she's looking for his approval. It's just
like
I wasn't expecting.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I wasn't expecting her to go after the Inquisitor just yet, but it pushing her to the edge. It was like not emotional rage in that, like clearly something's driving her to find Obi-Wan. I get it, but she didn't seem very emotional. She just seemed very, very angry and very hateful, which is just as terrifying as somebody who is pushed to some kind of massive rage because of like being super, super emotional, like Anakin was. She just seems like she's hatred through and through, and she's going to stop at nothing to get what she wants, which is wild and such a good character so early on in 2 episodes. It's so good.
But you were saying, like, I want to see whatever that moment is where Anakin and her must cross paths, right? Like, what is it about that moment that could, if that is her as a little girl, make her flip from being a Jedi? And you'd have to imagine there's some sort of hardcore loyalty to Anakin. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting, to the point where, like, you kill the Grand Inquisitor in episode 2, and I'm sitting here going, is this a Vader plan? Like, was she given things to do that nobody else knew about?
Can't wait for next week, because I think we're gonna get, I mean, we have to get Vader, right? Like,
you can't tease him, it's not deliver.
It's not one of those things where like Hayden's just gonna show up in episode 6. I love that they've introduced him in the first half of this season.
Well, like I was saying before, like the fact that everywhere they're going, it's the 2 of them. You know what I mean? Like they're doing everything together. And like even the intro to the show, like building the relationship between those 2 and how important that relationship is. Like, this doesn't feel like a show that it's Obi-Wan featuring Darth Vader. It very much feels like these 2 stories are joined together as they should be. And like, we're not wasting any time. Like, we're going to give Obi-Wan the 2-episode breath to build his story. But now insert me some Darth Vader, and now let me start to see that balance. Right?
We didn't need 3 to 4 episodes of just Obi-Wan on Tatooine, because we were able to get so much of the first episode of what he's doing. He's living a normal life. He's watching over Luke. Got nothing else going on, and because of Bail, now he's off world. That's what I want to see. I don't need to see his hermit life. We got that already. You can get that from, you know, even the original movies.
And just the repetition they use in that scene, right? When he's cutting the meat and then he folds up his one piece and he gets his credits. Like, just in doing that scene over the course of these 2 episodes sporadically 3-4 times, you're like, you ain't about this monotonous life, Obi. Like, go Leia. Like,
you want adventure.
And like, I just it's so good. And like, one of the, like you were saying, like the Marvel shows, they pull this 6-episode stunt, and then like you end up in something where, like I was saying this with Moon Knight, right? Like, you got into I don't know if you watch Moon Knight, but you get to the finale and they stack like 4, 5, 6 major plot line points for that episode to have to address, and then they make it the shortest. And like, if this was Moon Knight, you're probably keeping the Grand Inquisitor all the way around to the end, so you're resolving that then. You're dragging out some of these story beats that you're like, you know what, hey, Grand Inquisitor, he's cool, but not really necessary to the overall story that we're telling. So like, here he is, let's move his story out of the way so we can keep moving in the stuff that we need. And like, feels like they have things that they need to accomplish every episode, and 2 episodes in, I feel like Deborah Chow is just boo, 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 pew, 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 just down the pins as she hits what they need to.
Yeah, I mean, the Inquisitors are incredible. The Grand Inquisitor, insane, and we know that from the animated shows. But like, having the third sister come in and like knock him off and be like, okay, she's the real power holder right now, because of like you said, maybe she's in Vader's pocket and like he wants her to do specific things that nobody else knows about. Setting up that power structure, because we see their like, I forget what it's called, but their Grand Inquisitorial like sanctum. Like, we see that at some point. So like, she's not done. You know, Vader's coming in and Vader's gonna fuck it up. And it's awesome. I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah. Oh man. 2 episodes for day 1 of Obi-Wan. You can't beat it. And like Britt said earlier, like, we got freaking Stranger Things going on today too. Like, just all of the content dropping. But for something that I know the 2 of us have been waiting a very long time for, I couldn't have asked for a better start 2 episodes in.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to survive until next week. I'm going to be watching it again. I'll watch all of the content on it now, all the series, and start theorizing for next week. But it's wild. I can't believe it's finally, after how long have we been talking about like Obi-Wan, like since Ewan McGregor got back on board, to finally see it and have it and like be able to watch it whenever. It's incredible.
Like, and you forget, like, there were definitely ups and downs, right? Like, they didn't land on Deborah Chow for Obi-Wan right away.
No.
And like, it didn't sound like we were hearing the best stuff early on with this. And I am watching something that you wouldn't know there were any issues. You know, it's like when you hear stuff like, oh man, Batman, like Pattinson and Matt Reeves, they're not meshing. And then you watch that movie and you're like, you people are just full of shit and you're crazy. Like, yeah, sometimes you got to reshoot. Sometimes you got to change things. You might get a different director. Yeah. But as long as that the people who are overseeing it don't change and they know what's going on, then you're just finding the right people to hand the baton to. And I mean, Deborah Chow, 2 episodes, crushing it. I'm so here for it.
Could not have said it any better. You turned it on, the first scene, the first like 5 minutes, you forget that there was like ever any turmoil, and you're like, all right, I'm in, I'm invested, let's go.
Yeah.
And I think everybody who's worked on this show is super invested in whatever story they've landed on telling. And that's the biggest thing. Everybody's all in, and it gets me all in and all excited. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel it. And the hype train was real, and Hayden and you and the roadshow is real. And now like, you're like, yeah, let's go on to week 2, episode 3.
Britt, thank you so much for joining along. It's so nice to have your wealth of Star Wars knowledge on the channel. I look forward to also getting the wealth of your brother's knowledge on the channel as well. At some point, he was too tired to wake up week 1. People were making fun of him in the comments when he starts showing up. But Britt, thank you so much for joining me. We've pretty much said everything that we could say about these 2 episodes of Obi-Wan. So now it's your guys' turn. I want to know what you're thinking. Where do you fall? Are you like me and Britt? Did you grow up with the prequels? Is this your Star Wars characters getting their second go? How excited and invested in it are you? If you're just a passer Star Wars fan and you watch this, did it click? Did it pull you in the way me and Britt got pulled in? Or did us being so pulled in pull you in? Anything you guys are thinking, man, good, bad, indifferent. If you got bad or indifferent about Obi-Wan, you know what? I don't even want to freaking hear it anymore. Just only the good for Obi-Wan, because it was such a good start. I want it down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you guys down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me and Britt a thumbs up. And if you're new and you want to come hang out with the C-Men, anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions, you want to be here every week with me and Britt, or watching. Britt breaking down Obi Wan Kenobi. Our brother's gonna be popping in at some point. Who knows? Maybe other people will. I'm building a large fan base of Star Wars fans in my friend group. That's like they're all getting into this. So you want to see who's gonna pop up other than me and Britt to talk Star Wars and Obi Wan? You haven't yet. You want to show a little love and support? Come join C-Maniac Nation. Jump over there, hitting that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time for the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, that's been Brittany. I've been the C-Man. We'll see you next week for Obi-Wan. Peace. Oh, hey, what's going on? You must be sticking around because you're looking for more content featuring this guy. Well, guess what? You're in the right place. You can check out more videos right here and right here. And if you have and you want to come join that C-Maniac Nation, you can hit that subscribe right over there.